Hi everyone, it's Michael Webber here from Melbourne, Australia again, and just bringing you the second part of this three-part series of dog training. And just firstly, before we get into this one, just a little recap on what we looked at last time. So last time we looked at what is training, what is dog training, and why it's so important. And that's really the foundation that you need to understand that dog training is absolutely imperative if you are to have the healthiest and happiest relationship with your dog. So without further ado, let's have a look at the next installment. So what are some of the key fundamentals of training? Okay, I'm sure we've all heard this one before, that repetition is the mother of learning. But one of the important things to remember with that, it's okay to repeat things, but you need to keep them consistent. So in other words, if you're working on a particular aspect of training, you really want to make sure that you are doing the same thing with consistency, okay, so that the dog understands the messages you're giving them. Learning to use the three major communication modes, they being body language, voice and touch, and we'll have a little bit of a look at those more in depth just in a moment. How to become the alpha dog. Now this is really important. This is where you become the leader of the pack and gain amazing respect from your dog. Okay, so the three major communication modes. Number one, your body language. A lot of people don't really put the emphasis that they should on what you're saying with your body. Dogs, like a lot of animals, are very sensitive to your body language, and they can read the subtleties really easy. So if you want to make training effective and quick, now this is the real point. I get a lot of requests from people, how do I get the most out of my time and make it quick? Well, this is really one of the key factors. You must know what you're saying with your body so that it is in line with what you're saying with your voice. Okay, your voice. Now, make clear and consistent vocal commands. Now this is imperative. Your tone and inflection are much more important than just the words that you say. So when you're correcting your dog, for example, or you're praising your dog, use the same tone. So if you're correcting your dog, it's like one dog would to another. It's a short, sharp, low growl to say, no, that's not it. But to keep it consistent, when you're praising a dog, you use the more melodic voice and more of a singing tone in a sense like that. So it's very enjoyable, it's got a happy sound, and you're reinforcing that all the time. Your touch. Always compliment praise with positive touch where appropriate. So if your dog, which you'd know much better than I, their favourite little spot to scratch them or something like that, if it's appropriate for what task that you're doing at the time, if you can compliment your body language, voice with the touch at the same time, it makes it so much more powerful. Okay, become the alpha dog. This is really one of the keys. So your dog is looking for a leader. So I want you to look at assuming command of the pack. So by using effective communication, your dog will see you as the leader and will have absolute respect for you like never before, because that's the way the pack operates. The alpha dog has absolute command over it, and all the other dogs are subordinate. So by you being effective with your communication, that sends the message to the dog that you must be the leader. Now this is really, really what I want you to get and understand, that the better those communication skills are that you have, i.e. being your body language and your voice and also the touch as well, the better that is, the more effective you will become the alpha dog. So the other thing what I want you to do too is next time you're out and about, say you're at the park or you might be at the club if you're a member of a dog club, something like that, watch the other dogs, how they communicate and interact with each other, and just observe and see the way they get messages across and communicate with each other. The thing is, it's very, very simple. Straightforward, simple, there's no mixed messages, and that's the thing. Don't overcomplicate things. Us humans tend to always want to complicate things. So the old KISS method is really, really important. Keep it simple. So Just as a little recap on some of those things, everyone, just as far as your methods of communication, make sure that your body language, take note of it, what you're doing. If you need to learn some things about it, we'll go into more of that later, but make sure that you've got them all in the same direction, that you're not saying one thing with your body and saying something else with your voice. So that is really one of the key factors that I wanted to get across to you today. Now, I've really enjoyed bringing this video to you today, and I've got some more special things coming up. There'll be more videos along the way. I shall talk to you soon.